Hello, let's talk about final expense life insurance in plain English. No sales talk, just useful information that you can use. My name's Steven, and it's great to meet you. You may have seen the envelopes in the mail or the advertisements on TV talking about final expense life insurance, and you may have wondered to yourself, final expense, what is that? Well, I'm here to answer that for you. Final expense is a type of whole life insurance policy. Whole life meaning that it's there for your whole life. That's an easy way to remember that. The coverage never goes down. The price never goes up. It's level for your whole life. It's usually somewhere between $5,000 up to maybe $30,000. Could be a little more if you want, but that's usually what it falls into. And it's there to cover your end of life costs. These are usually things like funeral, cremation, funeral home services, as well as a lot of the additional costs that wind up going into a funeral, like travel costs, hotel, and sometimes people just want to leave a little extra behind also for their loved ones, anything like that. So this is why so many seniors are looking into this these days. A funeral today can cost $7,000 to $15,000 or more depending on your location. Most families don't have that kind of money sitting around in savings, and the first few days after the passing of a loved one is when this is most critical. The funeral home is going to want the money so that the services can be performed on the deceased and the family can feel like they're honoring their loved ones. And that money needs to be there, or they're going to be stuck in a really hard situation where they're trying to figure out where they're going to come up with this money when they should be focused on the fact that they just lost their family member and they're going through the grieving process, which is more important than the money. But the money does have to be taken care of, and that's where the final expense policies really shine and they really come into play and become a popular option. So the final expense gives peace of mind in the form of a fast payout. You're going to know that this money is going to be paid out within a few days of your passing, so your family can handle things quickly without having to borrow money, and it's all about relieving burdens and not leaving chaos behind after you pass. A lot of people tell me, I just don't want my kids to be stuck trying to figure this out on their own. And that's really what it comes down to for a lot of people. They're just concerned that their family is going to have to be burdened with the costs of their passing because there's nothing set aside to cover that. So that's why it's a popular option. The way the policies work is pretty straightforward. There's no medical exam at all. It's just a few medical questions. Now, there's lots of different companies out there, and they all use different questions, but basically they use your answers to determine whether you're going to be eligible for immediate coverage or maybe a waiting period. And we can discuss that some other time. Not everybody needs to do that, but that's why they're so popular. There's no surprises later in life, because obviously when you're on a fixed income, you want predictability. You do not want to have financial surprises 5 years down the line. You want to know that something's taken care of so you don't have to worry about it again. So there's a few different types of people that final expense policies are very good options for. Anybody who doesn't already have money set aside for the end of life costs, final expense is a great option for them. People who want something simple with no expiration date. Now, some people like term insurance, but that does end. It has an expiration date. Final expense, like I said before, it's there for your whole life. It never terminates. It never goes away. Some people just don't want their family dealing with the financial stress, so they like having a small final expense policy that they know will take care of their family and they'll never have to worry about it. Or if you just want the peace of mind knowing that you have something in place, I mean, that's another reason why a lot of people get it. So it's not for everyone, but for a lot of folks, it's a great option for real peace of mind. So in short, to sum up here, final expense is a life insurance for a small whole life policy designed to cover the costs that come at the end of life. It's simple, stays the same forever, and it's meant to protect your family from unexpected expenses during their most difficult time. Again, my name's Steven. I love talking about final expense. I love helping seniors understand all the different options that they have, or maybe something that they might already have. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about your current coverage that you may have, or if you wanted to look into, seeing if maybe something like this would make sense to you. Feel free to reach out to me directly. Like my channel, follow for more great content like this. I will have more coming out soon, and you will be the first to see it. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.